Have you ever paused in a quiet moment, my child, and wondered why certain individuals appeared in your life? Perhaps they seemed pleasant initially, only to later bring confusion, sorrow, or a silence that felt sharper than any spoken word. You might have questioned if their presence was meant to help, or maybe teach a difficult lesson, a deliberate meeting, or even something harmful to your inner well-being. Let me share a truth with you, my beloved. If your heart is open to receive it, this message has reached you for a reason. So listen with care, my precious one, for each thought shared here offers understanding, a way to grasp things more clearly, to find inner quiet, and to recognize your true path. Know this, not everyone I bring into your life is meant to remain always, and not all who stay are intended to bring you comfort. Some were specifically positioned to awaken something deeper inside you, something perhaps hidden or not yet active in your spirit. Understand that in my plan, nothing occurs without reason. I guide the connections between people, not for my own gain, but to shape hearts to the purpose they were intended for. Some individuals arrive bringing warmth. They connect with your inner self, offer support during hardship, and remind you of my goodness. Others come like a disturbance, shaking your world, disrupting your usual ways, removing your defenses. Yet both types are sent. Both carry a reason for their presence. It is common to think I only work through experiences that feel good, but sometimes the most significant inner changes begin with challenging disruptions. Occasionally, I send someone who challenges your pride, who reveals your fears, or who touches old hurts you believed were healed. Why? Because the path I have set for you requires a strong inner foundation. Before I entrust you with the next step, I must reveal what is already present within you. Some of those you have wept over were not sent as punishment. They were reflections, showing you the parts of yourself that still needed my tender touch, the uncertainty, the need to control, the difficulty in releasing past wrongs that lingered within your spirit. And here is a truth my children often find hard to accept. Sometimes, my beloved child, I love you enough to allow your heart to be broken, only to rebuild it with greater strength. Some people arrive to teach you grace. Some come to awaken resilience. And some arrive like a clearing wind to remove everything that does not belong in the next phase of your journey. You may not have understood it at the time, but look again now. Consider this crucial point. What did that time in your life reveal to you about your own being? Hold on to that thought, my cherished child, because your response mattered more than their actions, and I was watching the entire time. That feeling of being let down you still carry, that hurt, it was not just pain. It was a test of your spirit, and you may not have realized I was observing. The most profound expression of faith is not found in outward display. It is found in forgiving someone who never said sorry. It is choosing kindness over dwelling on the past. It is standing firm in the face of your own pain and declaring, "You will not define me. I am not shaped by what they did. I am shaped by my Creator and what He is doing within me." Because true forgiveness does not excuse the wrong act, it simply refuses to let that act control your future. You were not meant to live with bitterness. You were not created to carry every insult as a burden. You are chosen, my beloved, and chosen hearts live by a higher standard. You forgive not because they earned it, but because the path I have for you cannot bear the weight of their mistake. And perhaps, just perhaps, that is the reason I guided them to cross your path, to uncover what was concealed deep within. Would it be a desire for settling scores, or inner goodness, bitterness, or a breakthrough? They may have tried to break your spirit, but instead, your tears nurture the growth of a stronger version of you. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It means rising above. It means telling your pain, "You no longer have power over me." Because if the enemy can keep your heart trapped in resentment, he can hinder your purpose. But if you navigate this challenge, if you forgive even with uncertainty and a trusting spirit, you overcome spiritual opposition. Now pause. Look inward, my child, and consider this. What is it you continue to grasp that I have requested you surrender? The test did not end with forgiveness. it moved into something equally significant: patience. Many find this part of the journey the most challenging. Some people come into your life not to offer comfort, but to cause disturbance. They may appear suddenly and then disappear just as quickly. They arrive with intensity and leave without providing any reason, and you are left holding questions that have no answers, a feeling of incompleteness, just stillness. You ask for ease, yet you met with delays. You look for understanding, but you found confusion instead. And while you long for things to move forward, I gently guided you to pause. But this is unlike the waiting familiar to the world. It is not passive or without substance. No, this is a kind of waiting that expands your spirit, that shows you who you truly are when everything around you is calm. Patience is not a weakness, my precious child. It is deep inner strength. Sometimes, my child, I allow someone to enter your life only for them to depart later. This is not a lack of care on my part. I am watching to see if you will place your trust in me, the one guiding your path, even when the way seems hard or unclear. The difficulty isn't always about how quickly you release pain, my beloved one. Often, it is about the strength of your reliance upon me during times when nothing seems to be happening, when that person is no longer present, when opportunities seem closed, and when quiet feels overwhelming, louder than your cries to me. In these moments, doubt can creep in. It whispers untrue things to your tired spirit. It suggests you have been overlooked, that your waiting was useless, that my silence means I have no answer for you. But those are not my words to you, my child. While your human nature desires immediate clarity, your inner being is being ready for a deeper connection with me. And in that sacred space of uncertainty, your heart is being purified. Every moment you endure this pause, heaven is observing. Will you still depend on me when I seem far away? Will you still honor me when the events unfolding make no sense? Because this very experience, this patience, this quiet, this waiting, is sacred ground. When I cause a delay, it is never a turning away from you. It is a protection, a shield against timing that would harm what I am building within you. The ones who leave your life, perhaps they were not meant for the next stage of your path. Perhaps I knew they would lead you astray. Perhaps, just perhaps, their leaving was an answer to a request you did not recognize. And the quiet was not abandonment, my precious child. It was room to breathe, space for your inner stability to deepen, so that when the winds of your purpose begin to blow, you will not be easily moved. Steadfastness reveals what outward actions alone cannot. It uncovers whether your confidence in me rests on fleeting feelings or on complete letting go. True trust does not say, I believe in you, God, when you act. It says, I believe in you, God, even when you do not act. This difficulty was never about the passage of time. It was about your trust in me. And now here you are, my child, still standing firm, still listening, still seeking truth. That in itself is proof that you are growing through this. But there's another layer to understand, a hidden aspect that many miss. What if I was not just testing your trust in me, but preparing you to become the very challenge that helps someone else grow? Stay with me now, my beloved, because what comes next might change your entire view. But consider this possibility. What if it was never their trial? The real test was you, not your outward appearance or personality, but your inner self. That person was not sent to bring you comfort. They were sent to reveal something within you, to touch the places in your heart you believed were fully given to me. They came to loosen its hold. And I, my child, I allowed it because I saw something you could not yet see. There are aspects within you that cannot accompany you into the next season I have for you. You have prayed for progress. You have asked for breakthrough. But elevation from heaven always follows an examination of the heart. And I knew, before I lift you higher, I must bring these things to light. So I permitted that experience, that friction, that person, to serve as a way of revealing what lay beneath the surface. It was not primarily about what they did. It was about what their actions brought out of you. Because here's the truth, my child. The next level of your purpose requires a more mature version of you, one that does not react sharply to criticism, one that does not crumble under silence, one that does not seek approval from struggling people. Therefore, I permitted you to experience a challenging circumstance, not with intent to hurt you, but to reveal what still flares up readily within you, not through outward success, but through humility, not through seeking to get even, but through surrender. Consider this. What if that time in your life was never intended to change them, but to change you? Because inner strength is not built in ease, my child. It is shown under pressure. And in those moments when you are alone, when no words of regret are offered, when no reason is given, and the wound remains open, that is when heaven pays close attention. It is not about your words, but how you extend kindness, how you let go of the wrong done to you, how you govern your tongue, how you guard the cleanness of your heart during a challenging time. And perhaps the reason I am taking my time is because I am more interested in who you are becoming than in how quickly you reach your destination. So I ask you now, my beloved one, what did that experience bring out of you? And what am I seeking to remove before I lift you higher? Because what comes next will completely change your role. You will not just be tested, you will become the test for someone else. You are not being punished, my child. You are being made ready for the work I have for you. And each tear you shed, each prayer that felt unanswered, each opportunity that ended, none of it was intended to crush your spirit. It was shaping you to be strong. I do not let hard times go to waste. I use them like a fine tool, sharp and needed, not to cause pain without reason, but to prepare you, to take away anything that wouldn't hold up under the weight of the task I am giving you, because when I choose you for something great, I follow the steps needed. I do not hurry the process. I do not lift up hearts that have not been tested. I train them in private. I make them pure through difficulty. I keep them hidden until their core is firm. That person who caused you hurt, my child, they were not the end point. They were part of the process, a spiritual aid used to sharpen your ability to see clearly, to build up your inner self, to make your spirit tough without making your heart hard. You see, before I can give you influence, I look at what influences you. Can you still guide when others misunderstand? Can you still show love when you feel pushed away? When things go well, can you stay humble? Can you rise up and still know who you are in me? Many won the visible place. Few walk through the time of getting ready. And this struggle, this waiting, this sadness, it was a stage of proving your readiness, not for others to see, but to show the unseen realm that your core will not fail when good things arrive. Because here's a deep truth. Having a task without inner strength leads to harm. A divine assignment without a clean heart causes confusion. And blessings without clear seeing draw unwanted difficulties. That is why I let that person cross your path, my cherished one, not to remain, but to shake things up, to wake up what was sleeping inside you, to bring hidden things into the light, to challenge what felt easy. Their presence brought difficulty, but difficulty is how valuable things are made. And now you don't just get through hard times, you see why they were necessary. You don't just believe, you have struggled in private and heard me speak in the quiet. Perhaps you find it hard to speak your deepest thoughts. That's because your words are meant for moments that matter, not for simple conversation. They are meant for facing challenges, not just making sound. Have you felt something new stirring inside you lately, my child? Quiet times that feel important, dreams that seem deeper, small things happening repeatedly, or a sudden feeling you can't explain. These aren't just random feelings or thoughts. Something old is waking up within you. This is a time I planned, set in motion long before you were born. It's a sign, yes, but only for those whose inner self is ready to notice. If you are still paying attention inside, if your heart feels a stirring, if your spirit is drawn to something you can't name, it's because you aren't just looking. You are being drawn. This understanding isn't for everyone. It wasn't meant to be. But you, my beloved child, didn't just happen to find this truth. that found you. This is because something set apart, something that cannot be undone, is about to happen in your life. You have been in the dim places long enough. Now my light is pulling you closer, guiding you back to where you belong, with me. What you feel now is a special point of closeness, not a place you can touch or something you're imagining, but a sacred meeting point where you can sense me more clearly, a time when the separation feels less and my spirit moves more freely towards you. In this short time, the sounds of the world fade and you can hear my quiet voice better. Your inner understanding grows clearer. Your spirit feels pulled towards something you don't know but that feels like home. This isn't something you can figure out with your mind. It's something you feel deep inside. These times of deep closeness don't happen often. They are planned, set with perfect timing to wake up those who are ready and to go unnoticed by those who are not. They are designed to bring things into their right place, the way things shift and move in the unseen realm. It's not random, it follows my plan. And when they come together like this, I open a door for change, but not everyone will see it. Many will simply sense a slight unease, perhaps feeling more weary or finding it hard to find peace. They won't think anything of it. They won't stop. They won't pay attention. And that's why they won't experience the moment meant for them. Understand this truth, my precious one. This feeling, this time of closeness, only touches those who are sensitive to me, not the ones who make the most noise or seem strong on the outside, but those whose inner spirit is open, those who have faced hard time quietly, who have wondered about their way, who feel drawn by something they can't explain. It's not by chance. It's me seeing you. This moment knows the spirits it is meant for. Know this, these times of closeness don't just happen on their own. They answer to what is inside you, to what you seek, to how ready you are. If your heart has longed for something deeper, if you have felt separate from the world around you but strongly tied to something beyond it, then this time is for you. You didn't need to know when. Your spirit was already waiting for it. Now here is something important to understand. This time isn't just about feeling my presence. It's about stepping onto the path I have made ready for you. Consider this. What if everything you have experienced, the confusion, the moments of breaking down, the quiet seasons, what if it was never a deviation from the path, but the very process of preparing you? Because your journey is coming to a very important change. There's a person you were before this time, and the person you will be after you welcome it. Most people will just keep going as they were. But those who feel this pull, they are the ones set apart for this time. They are the ones I have been waiting for. And you, my beloved, continue to sense this, indicating that something profound within you is stirring awake. But this is just the beginning of the signs. What happens next will change everything you thought you knew about walking with me. So breathe deeply, my cherished child, because what is coming next is not only important, it is meant just for you. Have you felt it? That feeling in your chest you can't name? The strong feelings that come without warning. My child, maybe you ask why these things are happening to you now. Perhaps you feel a strong need to step away from the busy world, to find quiet time by yourself. Or maybe you wake up at the same time every night. These aren't just things that happen by chance. They are signs from me, speaking in a way your inner spirit understands. You were meant to be present for this period when a significant chance is about to become visible. It doesn't just arrive unnoticed. It makes its presence felt through signs, through shifts in the atmosphere you sense, through things that might not fit your usual way of thinking but resonate deeply within your core. And only those who are prepared, those I have prompted for this specific time, can truly perceive this prompting. Let us consider these signs further, because I am quite clear when I desire your awareness. Perhaps your sleep has been filled with vivid visions lately, my beloved child, not just random images, but deep impressions carrying meaning. You might see journeys unfolding, vast expanses of water, or a sense of being observed. You awaken feeling as though you have returned from somewhere else, a place that felt more real than your waking world. This isn't simply your imagination at work. It is your inner self exploring, being made ready, absorbing wisdom from places your conscious mind doesn't yet reach, but which your spirit already understands. Maybe your emotions have been a mix lately, my child. One moment you feel bright hope, the next you feel weighed down. Tears might come without a clear reason, or quiet laughter when you're alone. You feel a blending of gladness and sadness intertwined. This isn't confusion or instability, my precious one. It's a settling process. Your inner self is finding its place with a stronger current, and like something delicate near a powerful sound, it trembles and adjusts. And perhaps you felt a strong pull to be by yourself, my cherished child, to step back from people who used to feel close, to avoid talk that feels hollow, to drop any masks you wore. This isn't about disliking others. It's your inner self making room, clearing space, getting ready for what is coming. Even your physical self might be sending messages, discomfort in your head, sounds you hear, trouble resting. These aren't always signs of being unwell, my child. Sometimes they are just your body sensing changes in the flow around you. You are not navigating this path alone. You are on the way I have established for you. Do not pause now. These signs are not sent to cause fear. They are meant to awaken you. You are being made ready, not burdened. You are being summoned, not weighed down. The intensity of your experience lately, the quiet stirrings beneath the surface, this is not by chance. This is a revealing, because once you begin to perceive these signs, you cannot unsee them. Once you begin to feel these shifts, you cannot return to unawareness. You have stepped across an unseen boundary, my beloved, and whether you fully grasp it yet or not, the way you lived before is already behind you. But here is something many do not fully understand. These signs appear not just to inform you, but to invite you. I am not asking for passive observation. I'm asking for a sacred response. And the instant you choose to respond, to welcome the mystery, to step into what is not yet known, that is when things genuinely begin to quicken their pace. Because what is approaching isn't simply information. It is the task I have set for you. So if you have been seeing these signs, feeling the pull, crying for no clear reason, experiencing vivid sleep visions, seeking solitude from the noise, it is because you were never meant to remain where you were. You are not being left behind, my child. You are being called forward, and what beckons you forward holds a significance far beyond what you can currently conceive. But we are only touching the surface, because the most important question is not what the signs are, but why they are appearing for you. And that answer is coming next. Not everyone will sense what is approaching. Not everyone is meant to, because the energy of this moment is not for everyone. It is for the few who are prepared to offer direction, prepared to offer solace, prepared to change themselves and the world around them. These are the ones I have summoned, not because they are superior to others, but because they are open, willing to listen when the world urges them to ignore, willing to stand by themselves when others choose comfort in the crowd, willing to carry a presence that challenges old ways and awakens spirits. To be summoned does not mean you are flawless, my beloved one. It signifies that you perceive and experience life with greater depth. You have shed tears in private while others laugh without care. You have stood in rooms filled with people and felt unseen. You have loved deeply and been misunderstood. You have chosen truth over comfort. And even when you tried to quiet it, the calling within you never faded. That is not coincidence. That is confirmation, because you did not come here to simply fit in. You came here to awaken others, and the moment for your activation has finally arrived. It is no longer about waiting, my child. It is no longer about watching and wondering. It is about stepping forward. It is about remembering who you are, who you have always been beneath the layers of what you were taught, the fear, the forgetting. The world is shifting. The old structures are weakening. The illusions are dissolving. And I am summoning new guides, not the loudest voices, but those most aligned with my purpose, not those with worldly influence, but those with true presence. You do not need a title. You do not need permission. If you bear my light within you, if you hold wisdom, if you embody truth, then you are being called. And here is a truth many hesitate to acknowledge. Being called can feel like a heavy responsibility. It can be a solitary path. You may be misunderstood, rejected, or mocked, but you will also find freedom. Because once you say yes to my call, you stop living for the approval of others. You begin living for the purpose I have given you, and your purpose is not small. It is not random. Every step of your life has guided you here. The times you felt let down, the moments of deep sadness, the quiet periods, the times you questioned, they weren't hindrances, my precious child. They were part of the plan I set forth to make you ready, to make you strong, to awaken the fire within you. For while the world was focused on other things, you were hearing my call. While others chase noise, you learn how to sit in silence. And within that quiet space, you uncovered your authentic self. Now, as the world undergoes change, the quiet you cultivated transforms into your means of expression. Your past hurts become your wisdom. The path you have walked now serves as a guide for those who follow. You navigated that darkness so that you might become a source of light. And at this time, that light is required more urgently than before. Therefore, if you have questioned the source of your current unease, or why things feel unsettled right now, it is because your inner being is already aware that this time has arrived. Yet here is where the path deepens, my beloved one. For this calling isn't just about waking up. It's about transforming into someone entirely new, a version of you I have always known, but one you are still discovering. The next steps reveal what happens when you embrace this moment and the profound change that waits. Stay with me, my child, because what comes next will shift not only how you see the world around you, but how you see the self within. So how do you truly settle into this connection? How do you ensure, my child, that when life's currents shift, you are not simply tossed about but gently guided forward on the way meant for you? The truth is, you don't just stumble into your purpose. You move toward it with intention, step by step, with awareness, with your spirit fully engaged, with clear focus. This moment of sacred joining isn't a passing wave to ride casually. It is a deep alignment, an invitation for those prepared to live differently, to hear the quiet promptings inside, to act with deeper meaning. But here's what is needed. My child, you must prepare your inner quiet, release the noise, still the busy thoughts, and welcome your spirit fully. This sacred connection isn't something you can force into being, yet it also doesn't appear randomly. Here is how you begin, my beloved child. First, sit in stillness, not just outer silence, but inner calm. Turn off anything pulling you away. Close your eyes. Just be. Let your breathing soften and become easy. Watch the busy thoughts like clouds drifting across the sky. Don't chase after them. Don't try to fix them. Simply see them pass by. Because when the outside quiets, your inside begins to speak. And in that deep quiet, you will start to sense something subtle yet clear, a gentle pull, a soft knowing deep inside. That is your spirit's voice, and it has been patiently waiting to reach you. Next, write down what surfaces within you. Ask yourself, what is my Holy One sharing with me right now? Then write freely, without holding back, without trying to correct or judge what comes out. Just let it flow. Let it pour onto the page, even if it doesn't seem to make sense to your thinking mind. You are not just writing down thoughts. My child, you are uncovering hidden truth. Truth that has been buried beneath the weight of what others expect, beneath fear, and beneath the constant noise of the world. The truth I offer you is real and natural, not something made by human effort. You will not discover it in the world's confusion. You will find it in the quiet moments, in being fully present, in what is truly real. Then connect yourself with the living ground. Remove your shoes. Stand upon the earth. Feel the rich soil, the soft sand beneath your feet. Let your body recall what your spirit already knows deep down. You are a part of something vast and beautiful, far greater than you can fully grasp with your mind. The trees stand tall without rushing. The wind moves without doubting its path. The river flows onward without questioning its journey. And neither should you, my cherished one. Let nature help reset your inner rhythm. Let the sunlight fill you with gentle energy. Let the quiet presence of the forest reflect the deep peace you already carry within you. The truth I give is real, not built by hands. Find it in quiet moments, in being fully present, in what is truly real. After that, set clear aims for yourself. The universe responds to clarity. It mirrors back to you what you hold within. So ask yourself honestly, what am I ready to release from my life? What am I ready to welcome into my life? Who am I truly becoming? Write it down clearly. Speak it aloud with conviction. See it vividly in your mind. But most importantly, feel it deeply within your heart. Let it live inside you fully before it begins to show up in the world around you. This alignment is not about passive wishing or hoping. It is about actively choosing to be in harmony with my design. It is about declaring, I am here, I am willing, I am present. Because when heaven sees a spirit that is truly ready, it will move mountains to meet them. Finally, create a sacred spot for yourself. Perhaps light a candle. Listen to sounds that lift your spirit. Clean and clear your physical space. Breathe your aims into every corner of your room. Make it a holy place. Make it a safe sanctuary for your spirit. Let it be a reflection of the peace and clarity you wish to invite. You do not need to be perfect, my child. You just need to be honest with yourself, honest about your deepest desires, honest about your hurts and your fears. True spiritual connection is not about pretending to always be light. It is about becoming so still and accepting that even your hidden parts feel safe enough to surface. And that is where the true unfolding happens. Beloved, not by running away from yourself, but by embracing all that you are. Your space will also serve as a mirror. It will mirror back to you the reality of how you are aligned, how prepared you are, and what your spirit truly seeks. And when your heart is pure, when your spirit is fully receptive, when your soul gives a strong affirmation, then this state of readiness will do more than simply alter your inner energy. It will transform your outer reality. When you align yourself with my timing, everything that has felt delayed or blocked begins to gently unfold. You will encounter the right people at the right time. You will feel a sense of being guided instead of feeling confused or lost. Opportunities will appear for you that your logical mind cannot explain. And you will come to understand that this journey was never about trying to gain more things. It was about remembering the magnificent being you already are. And once you remember that truth, my precious one, there is no going back. Now the shift begins within you. The energy changes. The path forward appears clearly before you. And you will see what this deep change reveals, not just in your daily life, but in the core of who you are. Remain near me, my child. The time ahead marks a significant shift. This is not simply another day unfolding as usual. It is a profound invitation from the very heart of existence. Many overlooked this gentle call, but you perceived it, my precious child. For a part of you always sensed this moment would arrive, a time when everything you have gone through, each tear shed, every difficulty met, every solitary night endured, will show you its true reason. That moment is now. I brought you into being for this specific point in time. It wasn't accidental. It was my deliberate intention. Before you arrived in this world, my child, you knew you would hold my radiance inside you. You chose to briefly forget your complete understanding so you could find it again, to remember your genuine self, the power I put within you, the path I laid out for you. And now that innocence is awakening. This is not merely an idea, my beloved child. This is a genuine change occurring inside you. The capabilities I embedded in you are coming to life. You are leaving behind the former view of yourself. That self based on apprehension and boundaries is fading, my cherished child, because that never represented your true nature. Yes, there might be occasional discomfort. The aspect of you that holds on to what is known may push back. Former patterns might attempt to keep you bound. But pay close attention to this, my child. You will not go back there, since you now see with too much clarity, sense a profound reality, hear the gentle nudges, observe the signs I provided. You understand there is something greater, and you cannot forget what you have now perceived. This is your moment to advance, my precious one, not from arrogance, but with clear understanding, with purpose, with the calm assurance I provide. Each part of your path, every difficulty, has been forming you, my child. Its purpose wasn't injury, but preparation. Grief made your heart tender. Moments when confidence was tested showed you how to perceive accurately. Still time showed you how to listen for my presence inside. Now all these experiences lend you power to advance. You are stepping into a different manner of existence, my child. Your deep innocence will guide your path. Your calm resilience will be your might. The life force I put inside you will direct you, and you are not traveling this road alone, my cherished one. Right now, numerous others are also becoming aware, spread throughout the world yet linked in their inner selves. Each one is recalling their true identity. Each one is releasing what is not genuine. Each one is radiating their inner brilliance. Collectively, you are all moving ahead, and I am not merely watching, my beloved. I am acting together with you. I am aligning individuals, situations, and events, all according to my flawless design, to aid you in growing into the person I intended. But you must understand this fully. My child, advancing requires your decision. It does not occur automatically. It requires bravery. It needs you to release your firm grip. It needs you to declare sincerely, yes, I am prepared. I perceive your summons. I have faith in the path, even when the future is unclear. And upon making that decision, a transformation occurs, my child. I come nearer. The signs you perceive grow more distinct. The surrounding atmosphere starts to move. You attract things to yourself, my precious child. Not just temporary desires, but elements that match the intention I set inside you. Chances present themselves. Relationships deepen. The capabilities I endowed you will become more evident, and the course I laid out for you becomes plain. It will not always feel simple, my child, but it will always have value, since you did not arrive in this existence to live only partially conscious. You arrived to become completely aware, to transform, to radiate strongly. So let go of apprehension, my child. Let go of needing to see each future step. Let go of the former notion of yourself that was never your real identity. Enter completely into the power I provided. Have faith that the inner life force already perceives the path. It has been directing you continuously, and now that direction is firm and plain. This is the beginning of your complete unfolding into the person I intended, my beloved one. Precisely when you sense you've reached a peak, you will find there is more distance to cover. But this time, you are advancing with clear understanding, aligned with my purpose, with everything I have made supporting you.